we'll discuss about the sorting of arrays. So what is comes under the sorting of arrays? Sorting of arrays means in that you are taking this array. That array contains the number of elements. So now you can set all those elements into the order wise. In that generally you can use the ascending order. So the type of the process called as the sorting of arrays. In that we are having so many techniques for sorting the arrays. In that we are having the bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort. We are having different types of sorting techniques. But now I will discuss about the bubble sort. Okay, now we will discuss about the bubble sort. So what is the process of the bubble sort? Bubble sort means in that you are having the one of the array. Within the array you can compare the one element with the another element. If the first element is greater than the second element, then you can apply the swapping of the two elements. So in that way you can search each and every element, is it the greater than or not. If it is greater, then swap, otherwise you can go to the next step. So in that way you can do the process. In that bubble sort, you can set the largest element in the last element. The largest element is the last element. The second largest comes from the last but one element. So in that we can set all the elements into the one order. So this type of the process comes from the bubble sort. Now I will give you the one example for the bubble sort. Okay, I am taking these are the elements 12, 36, 8, 35 and 2. Now I am applying the bubble sort, and what is the process we are doing? Okay, first I am taking the same array 12, 36, 8, 35 and 2. First you can compare the two elements 12 and 36. So 12 less than 36. If it is less than, you cannot swap any elements. So in that case you are having the same order. You cannot change the order. Next compare the two elements 36 and 8. 36 greater than 8. So you can swap these two elements 12, 8, 36, 35 and 2. Now compare the two elements 36 greater than 35. So again you can apply the swapping of these two elements 12, 8, 35, 36, 2. Now compare these two elements 36 greater than 2. So again apply the swapping. That means 12, 8, 35, 2, 36. The 36 is the last element, in that you are not having another element, and this is the largest element. So in that you can set the largest element in the last position. So this is the pass 1. Okay, now I am applying the second pass 2. In that I am taking the elements 12, 8, 35, 2, 36, and this is the already selected element. Now compare the 12 and 8. 12 other than 8. So in that you can apply the swapping of the two elements 8, 12, 35, 2 and 36. Now compare 12 and 35. 12 less than 35. So you cannot apply any change. So in that same elements must be existed. Next you can compare the 35 and 32. So 35 greater than 2. So you can apply the swapping 8, 12, 2, 30, 35 and 36. So this is the last element. So this is the second largest element that must be positioned into the last but one position. Now we can take, this is the second pass. Now I am applying the pass 3. Now compare these two elements 8 and 12. So 8 less than 12. So you cannot apply any swapping. So in that case we are having the 8, 12, 2, 35 and 36. So now compare the 12 and 2. 12 other than 2. So again you can apply the swapping 8, 2, 12, 35 and 36. So in the this is the third largest element that is positioned in the last to third position. Now I am applying the pass 4. 8, you can compare 8 and 2. So 8 larger than 2. Apply the swapping. 2, 8. So these are the 12, 35, 36, 87. So 8 is the next largest element. So now if you are checking these one, all are comes under the ascending order. 2, 8, 12, 35, 36. So this is the process of the bubble sort. If you are observing that in that here the number of elements is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are taking the number of elements is n 5, and if you want to sort all the elements, in that case you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 passes. That means n minus 1 passes are used for sorting all these elements. Okay. If you want to do this one, how to apply the process of the bubble sort? If you are applying the bubble sort, in that case here in the 2 loops, for loops for I and for j. First for I is for the first pass, and second j is for the doing each and every step. So in that way, in the each pass must contain the 2 loops. You can take the I loop and the j loop. I loop take the passes and j loop take the find out the largest element of the given array. So in that we can take the process and we can write the program for the bubble sort. Now I will explain the program of the bubble sort. So this is the program of the bubble sort. So public class bubble sort. In that I am taking the one function, that is the bubble sort function, or one method bubble sort. Static void bubble sort. In that I am taking the array. The array comes under the integer type. Int n equal to array dot length. So n equal to array dot length means in that n you can store the length of the array. Let's int temp equal to 0. In that I am taking the temporary variable. The temporary variable are used for swapping of the elements. In that I am taking int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. For int j equal to 1, j less than n minus I, j plus plus. That means in that we can take the 2 loops, one for passing all the elements. If array of j minus 1 greater than array of j, if it is true, then you can swap the 2 elements. The swapping is temp equal to array of j minus 1, array of j minus 1 equal to array of j equal to temp. So these 3 steps are used for swapping of the elements. So this process must be repeated until all the elements are sorted. So now I will go to the main function, public static void element string arguments. In that int array equal to 3, 60, 35, 2, 45, 32, 5. That means you are initializing the elements of the array. After initializing the elements of the array, now you can print these elements. First of all, you can print array before bubble sort. Before applying the bubble sort, what are the elements you are having? That must be printing. If you want to print that one, in that you are in the for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than array of length, I plus plus, system dot print array of 5. So that means in that it will print the one after the another element. So after that I am giving the one line space. Now I am calling the method bubble sort. So in that we are taking the bubble sort method. So whenever you are calling the bubble sort method, then it will go to this one, and in that it will calculate the length of the array. The length of the array means in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. So in that it will take the 7 elements and it will apply all the process for calculating the bubble sort. After calculating the bubble sort, next you want to print the system.out.println. So that means first the output comes under the first one. First it will execute the for loops. So in that case, you are having the array before bubble sort. The elements are 3, 60, 35, 2, 45, 32 and 5. Now after applying the bubble sort, the output comes under the array after bubble sort. So that means in that you can print all the elements. In that you can take in 2, 3, 5, 32, 35, 45, 60. So this is the output. So this is the process of the bubble sort. So in that we can apply the bubble sort algorithm.